Hey YouTube, this is Urban Acolyte TV and my name is Prince. So if you follow Pablo Hidalgo on Twitter, then you may have seen yesterday that Pablo posted a tweet that may have confirmed that Supreme Leader Snoke is not Darth Plagueis. Okay guys, so the way this happened is user Morbido sent a tweet to Pablo Hidalgo yesterday, and he asked Pablo, isn't it your job to tell J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan who Darth Plagueis is? So Pablo's response was, had they asked me or if it was vital to the story, I would have gladly filled them in. So does this confirm that Darth Plagueis is not Supreme Leader Snoke? Well, you know, it depends. If you want Snoke to be Plagueis, then no, it doesn't. You know, if you've got a cognitive dissonance, or it's just you're thinking that that is the case, that Snoke is Plagueis, then you're going to stick with that. For those of us who are actually paying attention, then yes, this kind of puts the nail in the coffin that Snoke isn't Plagueis. And like I've said all along, I've not seen anything convincing me as to why Snoke would be Darth Plagueis. I know you guys have said that the theme music, Plagueis' theme music, is the same as Snoke's theme music. The thing is that I don't think those are their theme. I don't think they have theme music. If you listen to the music from the orchestra when Palpatine is talking to Anakin, it's indicative of the dark side. And when you hear Snoke's music, or the music when Snoke is introduced to us, it sounds like Buddhist chanting. It sounds like the Bodhisattva Vow, I think, is the name of a track that sounds much like Snoke's theme music, right? But when I hear that kind of music, it lets me know the dark side is present. Some of you have said that Snoke has to be Plagueis because it wraps everything up as far as Anakin's father and that whole thing. And I don't think that Darth Plagueis is Anakin's father, right? What does Shmi Skywalker say? She says there's no father. And the prophecy of the chosen one, what does it say? It says that a child will be conceived of the Force, right? So there's no father. If you want to say no, Prince, you're wrong, because Darth Sidious or Palpatine tells Anakin that Darth Plagueis had the power to manipulate the midichlorians or influence the midichlorians to create life. Well, let's look at that, because that's what Sidious says. But how does Darth Plagueis do that? And without pulling something from the Plagueis novel, how does he do it in things we know that are in canon? And that's interesting because the Tarkin novel tells us pretty much everything that we need to know about Plagueis, or basically it tells us everything we know about Plagueis that wasn't taken from Revenge of the Sith, right? Plagueis told Darth Sidious or Palpatine that the Force has ways of striking back. So as Plagueis and his apprentice Sidious, at the time his apprentice are searching for these Darkside secrets, right? And things are getting darker. There's the shadow of the dark side descending upon the Jedi and hindering their ability to understand and know the Force and know the will of the Force. Things are getting darker. And so the midichlorians, the Force has its way of striking back, meaning the chosen one is born. What else have you come up with? That Darth Plagueis can cheat death, right? Yes, he may be able to cheat death, but let's put that into context, because it doesn't mean he can cheat death, meaning he can resurrect himself. In context, what did Sidious tell Anakin? He said that Darth Plagueis could keep the ones he cares about from dying. Now, why would that appeal to Anakin? Because he's having these visions, these nightmares that Padme and his unborn child are gonna die. He wants Padme and his child to live. He's not seeking immortality. Plagueis was seeking immortality, but he died. Think about something else that Pablo Hidalgo says. He says that for the Sith, the only thing that matters is the here and now, the physical. There's no after death. There's no Force ghosts. There's none of that Qui-Gon and Yoda and Obi-Wan accomplished, and eventually Anakin, in becoming one with the Force and preserving their consciousness beyond death. That doesn't exist for Plagueis. He is interested in discovering this Darkside secret, possibly a ritual that has to occur in the Sith temple, under the Jedi temple, in the Sith shrine or whatever, under the Jedi temple, to coax the last Darkside secret out so that a person can become so powerful that they can basically reshape reality using the dark side of the Force. Right? This is, I would imagine this is the prophecy of the Sithari, the most powerful Sith who can control the dark side and make and shape reality the way they see fit. Right? And the Sithari isn't canon anymore, but I'm interpreting that that's another prophecy, and I'm giving an interpretation to it. And Palpatine, when he learns that secret alongside his master, how to become immortal, how to reshape reality the way you see fit and live for 10,000 years, which I guess technically isn't immortality, but it says 10,000 years in the Tarkin novel, right? That he kills his master. So Sidious kills Plagueis, and that's it. And now Sidious is trying to become the Sithari, the person who can reshape reality, but he needs an apprentice to do it. And the rule of two. It's one to crave the power, or the rule of two that we know is one to wield the power and one to crave it. What Sidious says is there's one to wield the power and one to basically serve as the bait, right? Anakin, Darth Vader was supposed to be the bait so that Sidious could wield the power, right? So that he could possess the power, right? And that could get in a whole other video about why Darth Sidious needed the Death Star. I'll probably do that leading up to Rogue One to talk about the importance of the Death Star. But that's all I've really got to say. So I'd like to hear from you. So are you convinced that Darth Plagueis is dead and that Supreme Leader Snoke is someone new? Or are you still on, the Snoke is Plagueis team? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And I'd like to know why. Why, if you still think that Snoke is Plagueis, why do you think that? Right? And don't put anything from the Plagueis novel because it's not canon. So that's all I've got for now. If this is your first time seeing Urban Acolyte TV, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. I do fan speculations, talk about the Star Wars movies, TV shows, and books. And, I spring these little surprise what Pablo Hidalgo tweeted videos on you from time to time. If you want to see more of my videos on why I don't think Supreme Leader Snoke is Darth Plagueis, you can check out my first one I did. You can check out another video where I cover someone else's speculation piece, and I try to say that Snoke might be very similar to Darth Nihilus from the Legends canon. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the Force be with you. Bye.